As we come into the business end of the season, we are still in all competitions, although in one only just. And the transfer window has closed, and we did buy a goalkeeper, although not a Japanese one. And so as we near the end of our first season here in Japan, everything is to play for. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rockin' All Over the Globe, Part 10, Season 2, here at Hiroshima in Japan. And when we took over here in Hiroshima, we were in 17th place. Well, we've done really well as we come into the back end of the season. We are currently in 2nd place. We have played 30 games and we have 56 points, and we are 4 points behind leaders Kawasaki. There are 5 teams, it looks like, who are vying for 4 Champions League spots, and so we are going to have to play well in order to claim one of those spots. There are 8 games left to go. I feel confident that we can do it, but I hope that that is not false confidence, because having a year without Champions League football is not what I had in mind when I joined Hiroshima. We will also have to play very well in the Japanese League Cup quarter-final second leg, which will be the first featured game that we are playing against Osaka. We were beaten by 2-0 in the first leg away at Osaka, and we will have to play well to turn that around. Although we did play a very much rotated squad, and we gave a debut to 16-year-old Hiraoki Takada. He's come into the team from the youth team, and reasons why we have to do that is because we have to have homegrown players in the squad, and he in a couple of years will be a homegrown player, so he's actually sitting in the squad becoming homegrown. He is a young kid who could improve a lot. He didn't actually play very well on his debut. We lost the game by 2-0, and he only got a 6 in terms of his average rating, but it's a start, and he's made his debut at 16 years of age, and I'm hoping that maybe we unearthed a potential star here in this young kid. So let's wish him well for the future, and let's hope that he keeps developing as we go through the seasons. And then following that, we will be playing our second game today. We will be away at Urawa. Urawa, who are overperforming at the moment, and they are currently in 8th place. They are a good team. We are going to have to play well in both games today, and we do need to get results. I do not want to slip into a period of bad form at this late stage in the season. But before we go into what's been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good cause, the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. So let's begin by taking a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us have that 2-2 draw against Kashawi in the All Japan Cup 4th round. And it was a very fortunate victory on penalties. And then we followed that up with a dull 0-0 draw against Kawasaki F, the top of the league team, it has to be said, in the J1 League. And then after that, we went into a period of very nice form indeed. And we beat FC Tokyo by 5-2, and then Fukuoka in the Japanese League by 4-1. We then followed that up with another game against Fukuoka in the All Japan Cup quarter-final, and we beat them by 4-1. And that has set us up with a semi-final against Shimizu, a team who are not performing particularly well this season. And then we followed that game against Fukuoka in the Cup with a game against Tokyo V, and we beat them quite comfortably by 2-0. And then the 2 Cup games, and the first leg away at C Osaka, we were beaten by 2-0, soundly beaten, although I did choose to rotate the team, and possibly that was not the wisest decision that I've ever made. So we have to put that right in the home leg against Osaka today, and that's the first game we will be playing. And then we will follow that, as I said, with an away trip to Urawa in the J1 League. In the transfer window, we just made one transfer as we got to the end of the season, and we brought in Gu Sung-yun. He's come in from Sapporo for £205,000. I wanted to bring him in straight away. We could have left it until the end of his contract, but I wanted a goalkeeper straight away because I was afraid that the squad might get upset because of our lack of depth in goal. Despite the fact that we had 3 goalkeepers, I wanted 4. And so we've brought in Gu Sung-yun. He's come in as a backup cup goalkeeper, and he's not done too badly. He's not had the greatest couple of games. He played in that 2-0 defeat and will play again today. He's not a bad goalkeeper, actually, and I think he will probably do a very good job as our cup goalkeeper as he settles in to the team. And so, yes, we have finally found a goalkeeper, and that is a particularly nice thing to report. We don't have many problems in terms of the dynamics. I do have one player who's unhappy, Sora Yokoyama. He is a strange case because I had agreed and set him a target of 5 clean sheets and told him that when he kept 5 clean sheets, he would become a regular starter. However, I didn't get a reminder that he had kept 5 clean sheets. And a couple of days after his 5th clean sheet, he came to me and said I didn't keep my promise. We have to be very careful with these promises and targets because I think it's our responsibility to keep an eye on them. We're not going to be reminded, or your time's up, you've got to fulfill your promise here. You have to keep an eye on it, and you have to be aware of where they are in terms of the promises. And I guess that's why you get email reminders about promises, so you can actually check where you are with these targets. And I do have another player, Fuji, who is on a target of keeping 5 clean sheets. Now, he's pleased. He's got 91 days to go. And if he keeps the clean sheets, do I have to make him a regular starter at the time, or do I wait for the 91 days? I don't know. And so I think I'm about to find out. I will need to keep a very close eye on this because I can see at the moment he has 2 clean sheets. He's very pleased and 91 days to complete that. I think as soon as he actually gets to 5, I'll need to act. So it is our responsibility to keep an eye on this. And so without much further ado, I think we will go and play some football here today. We have 2 tough games coming up today. I think we're good enough to get at least one of them under our belt. I won't be too unhappy if we're out of the cup, but I do want the 3 points in the league. I'll go and get the team ready for the game against Osaka. We'll be right back. Let's go and kick some balls. And the team today is Gu Sung-yun in goal with Matsuda, Fuji, Ominami and Kim Young-min at the back, with Notsuda, Toshima and Esquiel in midfield. Endo, Misuta and Tono will play up front. We have without Piros at the moment because Piros is away on international duty, and so it does seem that these Asian players just go on international duty at very odd times. It can be at any time and you don't even know when that is likely to be. They just kind of disappear and go off on international duty, and I think we need to go out there, boys, and make amends and get a result today. Is it going to be one of those days where we turn the game around, or is it just going to be that we are not supposed to be winning all these trophies? And I have picked up an injury within 42 seconds. And I'm guessing, yeah, we'll bring on Lee Dongguang. I wanted to rest him today, but within 42 seconds, we have picked up an injury. This is a crazy game sometimes, but I guess it happens. We have to deal with it. We do have a lot of coverage in all positions, and I'm going to start with a positive mentality. We should be scoring goals, or at least able to score goals against this mob, and there is a chance for Endo. I wonder, is it going to be our day, and are we going to score goals today, or are we just going to go calmly and gracefully out of the cup? It wouldn't surprise me. It's very rare to win trophies in your first season when you take over a club. You might be lucky and win one. These are a good team, Hiroshima. We've built them up into a very good team. They're playing well, but I don't think we're going to win 3 trophies. So at some point, we're going out of these competitions. I have to demand more. This is not good enough, and we will go attacking now. We have to try and win this game. We are the better team. We can see that we're the better team. We don't have the possession we want, and they're not playing very well in terms of possession. But we are creating the most chances, and we've had all the highlights. We're just not able to score goals, and that is what it comes down to in this game. And all you've got to do is look at your shots on target ratio. If that's poor, you ain't going to win the game. And at the moment it's poor. We've got to somehow turn it around. And Siyozaka playing it around at the back. We forced them to go long. We need to win the ball. It has been won. And Mitsuta, he finds Li Dongguang. Li Dongguang inside for Toshima. Toshima, we need a big game from him. He's not had the greatest of runs, shall we say, of late. But here is Li Dongguang again. Can we get one at least before half-time? Finds Toshima. Toshima into Mitsuta. Mitsuta has a chance. It's gone past the post. It's still 0-0. I don't think it's going to be our day today. Let's go and tell them this is not good enough. And I want to see a much better display from them. And I need to tell a couple of players, Endo, all of them again up front. When you're not playing well up front, you can't win. And we have had 10 shots, 3 on target. It's not good enough. And we're not going to win it at this rate if that continues. We're doing our best. I'm going to put everybody on an attack duty now to try and win this game. And we'll see if we can't win this football match. But I'm struggling to see where the goals are going to come from, to be fair. Nobody looks particularly threatening as Fuji looks to bring the ball forward from centre-back. Looks for Endo. Endo, can he get it into the box? He looks behind for Ki Hyu-min. Was that a penalty, referee? The referee is pointing at the spot. He's given a penalty. It's strange. It's going to be from a penalty that we pull one back. That tells me it's not going to be enough. It is going to be Ominami from the spot. And I'm wondering, why is Ominami a centre-back taking the penalty? And we have missed the penalty, and I cannot understand that. That is not how I've set penalty takers up, and I'm guessing the assistant has been having a little play in there. Why is a centre-back taking the penalties? He's not a very good penalty taker, and I'm really struggling to work that out. But we need to go and make some changes now. So I have made some changes, and I really still don't understand why my centre-back was taking that penalty. He's probably one of the worst penalty takers that I have at the club, and that does not make any sense to me whatsoever. Still, it's not going to be our day. There's only 10 minutes left now. We're going to go very attacking to see if we can't get back into this game, but it doesn't look like we are going to. And possibly Siyozaka are going to score again. And that was very, very close. And I'm not quite sure what my goalkeeper was doing there. He did get a hand on it, apparently, and it has gone out for a corner. But at the moment, it's Hiroshima 0, Siyozaka 0. And we are deservedly being beaten. We've just simply not been good enough. And if you are not good enough, then you are not going to win. And like I said at the beginning, you can't win all the trophies, especially in your first season, but we've got one back, and that has come from Takada, but he is offside. The 16-year-old who's come on for Tono, who had an absolute nightmare today. And it is going to finish as a defeat overall. We have drawn 0-0 on the day. We are out of the League Cup, and I'm disappointed. And the team need to know that. We were not even at the races today. Too many 0-0 draws this team has. Too many 1-1 draws. They are not good enough. And we need to maybe do a lot more work in the transfer window. Ezequiel, who lasted about 20 seconds, he's out for 3 weeks now. And not really happy with the team. We have to do better in our next game, in the league game. I need to go and get these boys ready for the league game. And we will be back just before the kickoff. And so the team for today is Nagoshi in goal with Matsuda, Fuji, Sasaki and Shichi at the back. Notsuda, Traore and Guang in midfield with Endo, Mitsuda and Piros, who returns from international duty. He will play up front. We've been beset with injuries. We've had 4 injuries this week, and we need to pick up 3 points, but I don't think it can happen. I think I'm going to watch this team go into a period of decline, and we are going to struggle to get into Europe. We're going to struggle to win any of the cup games, and we're going to struggle to get into Europe. I don't know why we're going into this decline. We've been playing well all season, but what I'm watching at the moment is a team that really has lost the ability to play football. We've had 2 very, very poor games, and I'm suspecting this is going to be another one. And at the moment, it is Urawa who are much the better team. They dominated possession. And once again, it's all coming down to shots on target. And here are Urawa again, looking to get the ball into the box from a free kick. It's a free header at the back post. It goes over the crossbar. I just don't feel very optimistic about anything at the moment. We're still currently in third. But losing here today will not make me a very happy manager. And I don't feel very confident. This team is not playing well enough. But we do have a throw-in. Can we make something of it? And it comes to Notsuda. Notsuda, who's not played well for several weeks now. And here is Lee Dongguang. Lee Dongguang, he finds Fuji. Fuji looking for... Who is that? Who is that in midfield? Traore, of course. He finds Lee Dongguang. And that's terrible. And this is the way we're playing at the moment. It looks awful on the pitch. And once you see this, you have to do something. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to look awful. And you can't win unless you do something. But if you make too many changes, then you cause yourselves a lot of problems. But here is Endo. Endo with the ball into the box. And finally, we have scored. But the referee, I think, is going to check that for offside. I think it's going to be given. We have taken the lead. What I have to watch now for is the teams being much improved after the start of half-time. That is what I need to watch out for in the second half. They don't seem to me to be that dangerous. We've been the better team in terms of chance creation, but they just look like they can score at any time. We need to get a second goal. We need to make my nerves a little bit better as Lee Dongguang has a ball at the free kick. It's a little bit too straight, but he fires it and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. It was a little bit too straight. We don't score many of those. They're normally near post shots from this side or that side of the penalty area. We don't normally score straight ones. And the ball into the corner, into the box. It comes out to Lee Dongguang. He doesn't take the shot, but Mitsuta with the ball into the box. It's headed clear. Comes out to Fuji. We are looking like we're doing okay, but I am going to say we need to just keep going. And I think we'll drop them a little bit of praise. Keep going. You have the ability. And they need to believe in themselves again. I need to believe in this team. We look like the better team. I'm really concerned about what might happen after halftime. Will they become a much better team after halftime? Will we get a lot worse? Our shots on target ratio is very poor, which is why it's only 1-0. We should be winning this by a lot more, but we're not. And I don't know. I just still feel that things are not right and we will go into a bad period from here. As Lee Dongguang works his way into the box, we do have another chance. He failed to take it. It's come out to Endo. Endo, the ball's bobbling around, but it is cleared. We need to win this ball. Here comes Notsuda. Notsuda needs to have a good game. He is on a 7, so he's playing better than he has in recent weeks. And at the moment, it's still 1-0 to Hiroshima as we come up to 65 minutes. I need to go and make some changes, but there is going to be a free kick as for Urawa. Urawa with a chance and it's fired over the crossbar. Again, it's from a very straight position. Not many of those go in. I'm going to go and make some changes. And so I have made my changes. I'm also a little bit concerned that they are playing quite high up. And we do have a very, very high line. And we're not keeping possession as I would want to. And there's a chance that's hit the crossbar. I think the goalkeeper may have got a touch to it. It's still 1-0. I refuse to believe. And we do need to replace Kitsuma. He has had a very busy day. And we have got players now out of position, I believe. Mitsuta is very, very tired as well. Lee Dongguang is tired. Notsuda is absolutely on his last legs. There's a little different corner, but it comes to nothing. And we've given the ball away. And we just look terrible. And you can always tell in this FM, when you look really poor on the pitch, then it means you're really having a bad time. And this is supposed to be a very, very good team. And at the moment, they don't look like it. I'm going to go and make my last changes, I think. And so we have made my final change, and 1-0 victory will be okay for me. But here are Urawa. Urawa with the free kick. It flies over the crossbar. It was a bit optimistic from that range, and we just need a hold on now. I'm not very happy with the performance, a game that we totally dominated, but we're not scoring goals at the moment. We are struggling to get these points, and we're not at our best at the moment. We've had a lot of injuries lately to deal with. We've got the 3 points. We remain in second, and we are 5 points clear now of 4th or 5th place. So that does look like we will make it to the Champions League. We're going to come back, I think, for the Cup semi-final. This is going down to the wire this season. We'll come back for the Cup semi-final and the game against Kashima, and let's see where we are at that point. I don't feel very optimistic of getting good results before then. I think this is a time looking at results where we're not playing very well, and we need to do a lot better than what we're doing. And that's it for this video. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow. Help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. They are a poor team, Urawa. We struggled in both games against Osaka. We are not playing very well at the moment, and I am very worried as a manager. I do not want to go into a bad run of form. Not now, not at this stage of the season. All that remains to be said is, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.